Welcome to the last and final video of this course where we are going to look at the next steps, and this one in particular contains the roadmap for you to follow to put all of the things that you have learned into action, into practice, and implement all of them. Let's begin. So in this entire course we have covered the why, what, and how of interpersonal communication, everything that you need to know about conversations and connections, and finally the skills that you need for effective conversation. Now let's put this into action. So the first thing is a roadmap on how to have better conversations. Now, if you're struggling with conversations itself, then this is a good place for you to start. One of the first things that you can do is do an observing activity where you observe conversations that people have. It could be movies, it could be in books, it could be other people, it could be your own conversations. Go back to the conversations and observe the conversations that people have had and see how it has started and built and ended. So the next thing that you can do after observing is to put it into action by working on inbound conversations or conversations that people start with you. So whenever someone starts, take this as an opportunity to build your conversations in a better manner. And soon, once you're feeling more confident with inbound, now try outbound conversations where you can start conversations with new people with different types of starters. We have discussed quite a few starters, and you can use a variety of those in different formats, in different contexts, in different situations, and see what works and doesn't work for you specifically. Once you've gotten better at conversations, now you know how to start them, you know how to build conversations. Now you can put into practice how you end conversations for positive impact. And after mastering this entire conversation process, it's time to get into deep conversations. Go back to some of your old connections and start and try out having a deep conversation, maybe with someone you're already close with. And in time, you can build this out to newer people whom you have connected with. And then it's time to have brand new conversations. Now, if you have been doing this only with people whom you've known, it's time to spread your wings out a little and start experimenting. If you did everything in the online space, it's time to move to the offline world. If you're doing in the offline space, now it's time to move it to the online world. You have a lot of options and it's time to experiment. And then finally, once you figured out what's working best for you, keep doing them, and at times keep experimenting as well, because, well, keep pushing out of your comfort zone whenever possible. The next is our roadmap to build connections. You can follow this entire conversation roadmap by starting this with near and dear ones, then with your colleagues, then with friends of friends, and then with new people, strangers, but still people with similar interests as you. And then next, try for people with complementary interests. And then you look at something bigger, things that you have probably never done before. And then finally, experiment. Now, you might say the roadmap is very easy, but it's definitely going to take some time for you to get to that experimental stage. But wherever you are in the conversation or the connection process, do both simultaneously and keep moving up, keep getting better, because only when you put this into practice are you actually going to make this a part of yourself. Just watching this course is not going to make you amazing at conversations until you actually put it into practice. Now, I hope that you will use this roadmap, and I've added a detailed guide with you after this video, so do download that, because that gives you the exact steps. What are the activities that you do? What are the things that you should try out for each and every step in detail? So don't forget to download, read, and try them out, and little by little, and in a few months' time, you would be in a much better place than where you are right now in terms of having great conversations. If you know me well, then you know that I always focus on improvement. It's not about having the perfect conversation at the very get-go. Always understand that a conversation is a two-way street. It's not enough if you want to have a great conversation. It also has to come from the other end as well. The other person also has to reciprocate. Do keep this in mind, that you don't have to push too much when the other person is not really interested. So when you look at improvement, don't obsess over what the other person didn't do. Just focus on what you did and what went well and what you could improve, so that you can do it better the next time. I'm sure I don't need to explain this one. I've been saying this for the last couple of minutes, but practice till you get better. And that is definitely going to take you a long way with conversations. As always, I would love to have your feedback on whether you found this course useful, and is there something that you would still need a little bit more help with. Do not hesitate to let me know in the feedback form. I'm going to add it after this video, and I would love to get your feedback. With that, I'm going to end with a beautiful line. If you've already watched the TED Talk, you would know what I'm talking about, by Celeste. Go out, talk to people, listen to people, and most importantly, be prepared to be amazed. People are interesting, people are amazing. You just need to take a little bit of effort to actually get to know them. And I hope you have amazing conversations. And I will see you in the next course. But until then, bye bye. And I hope that you love this bit as much as I love making this. Do share your feedback and don't forget to download the guide. And if you love this course, don't forget to drop me a note. I would love to know if you did. Bye.